So right now, the economy is giving us all types of mixed signals about whether or not we are or are not in a recession. And no one really wants to say one way or the other. Well, here's the deal. As a standard rule of thumb, when you've had 2 consecutive quarters of GDP that's negative, you're in a recession. And we've already passed that. We've had 2 consecutive negative quarters. So are we in a recession? Are we not? Well, historically, they're not going to say for about a year. Even when we entered the Great Depression, they didn't say that we were in a recession for a year, and we clearly were in a terrible recession. So right now we're going to look at a couple of different signs that show that we might be in a recession, some that show that we might not be, and what you should do financially to prepare for that. Here's some signs that we might be heading into a recession. Obviously, we talked about the negative GDP for 2 quarters. That's happened. Also, short-term interest rates have outperformed long-term interest rates, and when that happens, historically, it's during a recession. Inflation is, of course, extremely high, and it's remained high for several months. And when that happens, we've had the Federal Reserve choose to raise interest rates. And they've been very aggressive with their raising of interest rates, and that normally creates a recession on the back end of that. The latest jobs report suggests that unemployment is on the rise, hitting 3.7% in August. That's a negative thing. And then also, this is a big one, a kind of a telltale sign, the housing market. We've been in this very unique housing market where there's 20, 30, 40 offers on a home. It's been crazy. And that's in the first day or before it even gets listed. And then you sell the home for more than you're asking for it. Well, right now, year to date, we're down 20.2% from where we were 1 year ago on housing sales. It has really cooled off. There's still multiple offers a lot of times, but it has really cooled off and slowed down if you talk to anyone in the real estate industry. So those are signs that we're possibly in a recession. Here's some signs on the other side. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're going to make it through this. So even though inflation has been high, prices on some things have actually come down. We've noticed that gasoline has dropped, and that has affected everyone's decision to travel, whether it's in a car, plane, whatever. That's been one of the things that's dropped. A lot of other things have remained high, but some prices have dropped. The job market is still relatively strong. Employers have added 3.3 million jobs this year in 2022. And here's another one. Wages have been increasing. You've seen minimum wage go up. You've seen a lot of local businesses pay more. The problem has just been that pay increase has not kept up with the rising cost and the inflation that's taken place. So here's some things that we can do to prepare for whether we are or are not in a recession. Like I said, we're probably not going to know officially for about a year whenever they make that decision. But you have to build your emergency savings. A lot of times professionals will say 3 to 6 months on building your savings. I really like it to be 6 months. I know it's hard to do, but it's the concept of pay yourself first. Make sure that you have emergency money because of all the different things that can take place. Then this is a big one. Paying off your high interest debt first. Most of the time that's going to be credit card debt. Even though the housing market and the interest rates have gone up, it's still historical all-time lows on house interest, on loans. So make sure that you're attacking your highest interest first. Avoid panic selling. A lot of times when the market starts to drop, it's down 20%, people will panic sell and sell things off. Making sure that you stick into things long-term, depending on your situation. Obviously, if you're heading into retirement and you need to start taking income from that account, it may be a different situation for you. You might need to diversify that portfolio and move into something that's safer with guaranteed lifetime income, like an annuity with an income rider. But make sure that you avoid panic selling, and then have a diverse portfolio. Make sure that there are some fixed annuities, CDs, inside that portfolio instead of just the standard stocks, bonds, mutual funds, which right now are down 20 to 25%. So make sure you take care of those things. No matter how long this potential recession lasts, it's important to always be prepared. And if you'll take care of those different things, you'll be in a lot better shape in the long run. We have a lot of things that talk about this on my website, www.guaranteedsafemoney.com, all kinds of interactive videos and specifically tailored to planning for your retirement.